Hello everyone, and welcome to the grand finale of Sonic Heroes for the GameCube, where, in this one, after completing all of the teams throughout the entirety of this LP, we will be finishing off this game by taking on the last story, which is a mode that you unlock when you complete the game as every single team and get all the Chaos Emeralds, even though I got all of them as Team Sonic and partially as Team Dark as well. Not Team Rose or Team Celtics, really. But either way, I'm going to shut up and enjoy this cutscene of the last story. We are finally at the end of the LP, guys. And now we're going to have an epic final battle to end it off.
I think I see the silhouette of the real villain!
Indeed, Oma-chow, and just go away, I don't like you, okay? Let's begin.
Then who was it? Who locked you up here for trying to conquer the world?
It was...
All living things kneel before your master.
finally transformed!
So that's Metal Sonic?
It's useless! Metal Sonic has combined your data with the power of chaos and is super strong! We can't defeat it! Ah! If only we had the 7 Chaos Emeralds! What's this? But how? Even with the Emerald's power, our chances for victory are slim. It would take a miracle.
Just leave that to me, Doc.
Sonic, no! I'm going with you too!
Tails.
You can count me in, too.
Knuckles.
Okay, guys. We'll buy you some time. That way you can use your superpowers.
Okay then. Let's get ready to do this. We'll show that creep the real superpower of teamwork!
You're the one pretending to be Sonic! You're the one responsible for I can't believe you would do such a thing!
You're going to pay for this!
There we go, they finished their dialogue. But this is Metal Madness, the first phase of this boss, where basically what we're going to be doing is playing as every single team to take out this final boss. And if anything, this is actually quite a cool final boss. I like it. It's pretty confusing to begin with, though, because you don't really know what to do to start with. But just follow what I'm doing right here, and you better take out the first phase.
We're done! You guys ready?
It's too late!
Transformation isn't quite complete yet.
Incomplete! Free?
Now's the time to strike!
You're all useless now that I've copied all your...
There is an awful lot of dialogue during this now, and I really don't know when to turn it down or anything. I'm just trying to get you to hear some of the dialogue that they say, because they all, you know, have a go at Metal Sonic as though when trying to take him down. But now I'm going to actually explain what's going on, since Team Rose went by stupidly fast. Because I'm going through all A ranks, what can I say? But, this one is basically, you know when you see like the colour that I'm hitting over there? Depending on what colour it is, that's the type that you don't really want to hit it with. Like at the moment it's red, so I don't want to hit it with Vector since it doesn't do any damage. Where my only alternatives are using Charmy or Espio, in other words the Flight or the Speed character, where now I can switch into Vector because it's yellow.
We're almost done here! Now it's up to you!
This victory shall soon turn into despair.
I'll take it from here!
So you're the one behind
Consuming power of others at your own will. And that's supposed to make you tough?
Yeah, and it's pretty much the same here, except Team Dark and that is a bit more annoying this time around, since, well, I mean, it's Team Dark and they're slightly more difficult, I suppose. But if you go to those locations that I already did, this is going by stupidly fast, it's ridiculous. You're able to level them up all to level 3, which is going to make it a bit easier, because if you try to take this boss out, you know, just not leveling yourself up at all, it can be annoying, since, you know, it just takes a long time and stuff like that. Whereas when you're level 3, you can drain down this dude's health pretty quick. I mean, look, he's already on like 22, and it's been 2 minutes so far. My god! Wow! Oh well, I mean, at least it shows up that this boss fight can go by pretty quick or so, since this can be a little bit difficult to begin with. So you basically have to be every single team in order to take this guy out, but just be careful, try to not to get hit.
Sonic, we're counting on you.
Appropriate to have a robot overlord rule the robot kingdom.
And that's the first phase, because now we're going to go on to the second phase, which is somewhat special. After saving. Alright, now comes the true final battle, where this is actually a really cool supersonic boss battle if you ask me. It's not really my favourite though. I mean, my personal favourite supersonic battle in the whole franchise now would have to be Sonic Advance 2. So that is a really cool supersonic boss battle. I love it for like the music and everything. But the idea of this one is to basically take advantage of your teams, where at the moment while he's throwing this ship, you want to turn into Knuckles because then he'll destroy it.
We have to counter the battleships he throws with power! Knuckles, show him your powerful punches, okay? Don't hold back anything!
We already did Vector! Oh my god, I love it when that happens, I say. But, yeah, depending on which team you are, that's what you have to take advantage of. Like these things that he's shooting at right here, you want to be Sonic and use Rocket Acel. Yeah, you actually use Rocket Acel for a frickin' change! My god! That was a move in the game that I rarely use because I don't really see much point of it really. But that's the one thing that you can use it on here. And your idea is to basically take out the projectiles that he throws at you depending on which team you are, and then build up your Team Blast. You want to use your Team Blast a couple of times to take this guy down to begin with. Like at the moment, these things right here, you have to become Tails and then use Thunder Shoot on them in order to take them out. Because as you can see, the Team Blast meter is building up so bloody fast, and we've already got another one. There you go. So it's not really that bad once you find out what's going on, really. You just gotta try and know which bits are which. Like the blue things, you know, are Sonic, so you have to take them out. The flying projectiles that he throws at you from an angle are Tails. And the huge battleships that he throws at you are Knuckles. One thing, though, that you should know, if you're a Sonic fan, is when you're Super Sonic, it does drain a lot of rings. So while you are fighting this guy, you want to try and look around and get the balloons, because you're going to want to stay alive on this one and just grab as many rings as possible, otherwise you're going to run out and then fall down to the bottom, because, well, that's just the way Super Sonic works, unfortunately. While he is really cool, he does have limits with rings, so that's a thing. God damn it, you had to even quote the song, didn't you? What I'm Made Of. Wow. I bet Sega just did that intentionally as well. Let's thought, hey, the song's called What I'm Made Of. Let's have Sonic say that just to like give like a little reference or so. Because I don't know. Well, I don't make this, and I don't really know what the hell Sega did when making this game. But I do like this boss battle. It's a really cool thing, especially when this happens. This is really badass, if you ask me. Just the way they come together and then they take this guy down.
Why? I had it all! I am the ultimate overlord, Metal Sonic. I am the real Sonic.
Yeah! We did it!
Phew, that was pretty tough. Too bad it's all over. For you!
And there we go, after that cheesy line by Sonic, that is the final boss of the game. And nobody says anything depending on whatever grade you get. And that's literally the end of this LP. I've done it. I've gone through all the teams, I've got all the Chaos Emeralds, and I've even acquired every single A rank.
It's no use. But why can't I defeat you?
Because we're Sonic Heroes.
Sonic!
Anytime you want a rematch, just let me know. I'll be waiting.
Hey, Sonic, wait up! Sorry to leave like this, but I can't let my Sonic get away. Good luck,
Sonic sure has his hands full.
I guess I'm out of here too. I think I'll go hunt for someone else's treat.
She never gives up, does she? Oh, no, you don't.
Wait!
Guess that's it for this case.
Guess so.
But what about our money?
Man, I almost forgot. That slime ball!
All right! Our next adventure awaits us, so there's no time to waste. Yeah! We're Sonic Heroes!
What goes up must come down. Yeah, my feet don't touch the ground. See the world spinning upside down. A mighty crash without a sound. I can feel your every rage. Step aside, I'll turn the page. Breaking through your crazy maze. Like a laser beam, my eyes on you. Watch me rule the night away. Watch me save the day. Feel my storm is getting close. Heading your way. Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes. Find you, confine you, defying your place. Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes. Setting the stage for a hero parade. I won't even hesitate. A second left to alter fate. Try to strike, but I've been too late. I got to hook by my own day. Watch me rule the night away. Watch me save the day. Feel my storm is getting close. Heading your way. Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes. Find you, confine you, defying your place. Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes. Setting the stage for a hero
well, that's it. The end of Sonic Heroes. I hope you guys have enjoyed this LP as much as I have making it, as this has been one of the most ambitious things I have ever done on this channel to date. Mainly assets wise, because I just had so much stuff to make for each individual team. There were 4 teams to do, and you know, I had to make the intro, the outro, the banner, the LP icon, as well as the links and the characters and just everything. There's like 7 things for each individual team, making it like 28. It was really over the top when it came to like showing off, you know, the presentation stuff of this LP, because I just wanted to take advantage of the teams. This is the very first LP that I've done on this channel which has alternative stories, you know, depending on which team you're playing. I don't know, I just wanted to be unique, I guess, or so. And hopefully I've changed your mind on how you saw this game in the first place, because a lot of people nowadays see this game as a pretty inferior game in the Sonic franchise. Like, some of them even say this is one of the worst Sonic games ever, and it's just a tedious ride or so to play through and stuff like that. I'm just here for this LP to show off that this game isn't as bad as people make it out to be. It's by no means a masterpiece like, say, Majora's Mask or Banjo-Kazooie in my opinion, or, you know, just any other game which you think is a legendary masterpiece or so. But I'm just saying, you know, it's not as bad or so, because hopefully you've seen that by now from like, all the footage, because people sometimes say the game's a bit too glitchy, some of the gimmicks are a bit annoying and stuff, and it's not fast. Hopefully I've shown off that the game is fast, depending on how you play it, and some of the stuff that I really like. I like the whole leveling up side of things, where you get to like level 3 and become pretty much a god at the game or so, because then you can just take out enemies in style and then just breeze through the game with no issues whatsoever and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much that, and I just want to also tell you about what extra things I'm going to be showing off. So while I have got all A ranks as every team, that's only for the main missions, because there's a thing called Super Hard Mode that you can unlock if you get every single A rank in the game. While I have got every one of them, there are also the extra missions that I've got to go for, which are basically double what I've just done, you know? So basically, I have to do all the extra missions as Team Sonic, Team Rose, Team Dark, and Team Chaotix, meaning all the emblems that I've got so far, I need to get more of them also. So, you know, showing off Super Hard Mode will happen, but it's going to come at just some random point in time, just whenever I feel like getting every single A ranks in the game, because I've still got to get all those in my normal file when playing it, you know? I mean, I haven't even got every single one. I have for, like, the main missions, but the extra missions, no, because there are, you know, there is a lot of stuff to do in this game. It's not worth it to unlock Super Hard Mode, if you ask me, but it's just the fact that just getting all A ranks is an accomplishment in the first place. I mean, come on, it's like all A ranks. It's not easy, you know? I'm also going to be showing off the multiplayer mode of the game as well, where basically me and a friend and that are going to play through like all the multiplayer modes of the game, showing off what it's like, because this is just what I do when I do an LP of a game, you know? I like to dissect it, I like to show off every single bit about it and leave no stone unturned, you know? Just show off everything in detail. And also just maybe another quick round on Robot Storm with Team Chaotix. But for now, I'm actually going to be taking a big break, because this project has been a lot of work. Like a lot of work indeed. Pretty much similar to like Spyro 3, because that droned on for so long, from like October 2015 to January 2016, which is basically like 3 months of the project. This has kind of been the same, so I'm going to take like a week break off of uploading, so you're not really going to see any videos for like a week and a couple of days maybe, but that's because I'm on a break, that, and I'm also going somewhere nice to just have a break, you know? It's fun, it's summer, come on. So yeah, I'm just letting you know about that or so. But when I do return, I'm gonna be uploading stuff like one-off Let's Plays and one-off Let's Plays Blind Edition, like some of the games that my friends and stuff has requested, as well as my fans. Like one of them, which is Hyper Shadow, as far as I'm aware, has requested me to play Ninja Gaiden 2 for the Xbox or Xbox 360 as like a blind one-off, and I will do that because it's Ninja Gaiden. What can I say, you know? I want to try out Ninja Gaiden at some point. And finally, to mark everything off, I suppose I might as well do what I did at the end of Mega Man X2. as well as my other LPs as well, where I announce my next LP coming up. So, before I basically told you hints about the next LP coming up in one of the Team Rose episodes, I think it was, where I basically said it was a PS2 game that I grew up with, and I absolutely love, and I absolutely still love playing it to this day, and I think it holds up extremely well. And that game, which will be a blast to my childhood, and hopefully to yours too if you played it, is Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy for the PS2. I cannot wait for that one, because it's a 3D platformer, and it's one of my favourite games on the PlayStation 2. So, hopefully you'll like it, you know? Or if you've never heard of it before, you're in for a treat, because it's a really fun game, if you ask me. So, expect that soon. I'm going to take a break, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this LP of Sonic Heroes. So, bye for now, and I will return.